Foreign Secretary clearly has a new hero, and we know who he is, Mr. Speaker. The clue is in the hair. So can I ask the Foreign Secretary, when he said, as he did on the 6th of June, that he is, I quote, increasingly admiring of Donald Trump, he's begun to tell us some of the reasons why, but could he help those of us who are yet to be convinced? 3 things about this current president that he increasingly admires about him.
Mr. Speaker, I hesitate to say it, but I have anticipated the Right Honourable Lady's question. I have pointed out, number one, that I thought it was an admirable thing that after the chemical weapons attacks led by the Assad regime, supported by the Russians, the Donald Trump's administration actually responded. I think it's a good thing that the United States is trying to solve the problem of a nuclear-armed North Korea, and trying very hard. And I admire at least the President's efforts in that respect. And I think it's a good thing, too, that the President is encouraging our European friends and partners to spend more on their own defence, and we should certainly be assisting in that effort.
I thank the Foreign Secretary for his attempt to answer that question. But even he knows, surely in the depths of his soul, that when we have a president like Donald Trump, who bans Muslims and supports Nazis, who stokes conflict and fuels climate change, who abuses women and cages children, that is not a record to be admired, that is a record to be abhorred. And I simply ask the Foreign Secretary not just why he joked that a man like that should be in charge of our Brexit negotiations, but why he thinks, seriously, that a man like that should have the honour in 2 weeks' time of visiting Chequers, Blenheim Palace and Windsor Castle and shaking hands with Her Majesty the Queen.
Mr. Speaker, I've given several examples already of the ways in which our views coincide with those of the current American administration. I've also said where our views differ and that we're not afraid to say when our views differ. But the fundamental point, on which I think the Right Honourable Lady and I are in complete agreement, is that it is right that the United Kingdom should welcome to this country the head of state of our most important and most trusted ally.